Hi, thank you for joining us today. I've got Erin Sunshine with me to talk to you about her FAA journey. Erin, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
We will
having me.
start with a couple of simple questions. How long have you been with the FAA?
Alrighty, thanks for having me, Alina. I've been with the FAA for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in June, and I love it.
Oh, that's so much fun. Can you describe what it is that you work on with the
Sure,
FAA?
sure, yeah. So I am a technical project lead in the FAA's Research Engineering and Analysis Division within the UAS Unmanned Aircraft Systems Integration Office. So I get to lead and manage multiple technical projects and engineering teams. One of my favorite projects that I'm working on is using unmanned aircraft systems or drones to help support disaster preparedness and emergency response operations. So that's literally seeing how drones can help save lives, which is just awesome. And there's so many different use cases, and we're learning so much every day. And it's a really exciting project to be a part of.
I love that. Using drones for good is so important.
Mhm.
There's so many things you can do with drones that are not just package delivery, right? There's so much more.
Yeah.
Um, I love that. So here's a question. What did you study to get you here?
Alrighty, that's a good question. So I kind of went a little bit off the cuff, like roundabout way to get to the FAA. I switched my major a few times in college. I originally wanted to be an elementary school teacher. And then once I started studying, math education, I was like, oh, math is so fun. So I ended up majoring in applied mathematics, and I wanted to be a college professor. But once I studied, some of the higher level math courses, we're seeing math being applied to solve like real world problems in physics and engineering. And it was
Is
just
is
so,
that what it means by applied math?
yes, exactly. You're applying it like the pure math route. If you just, have just the math degree, that's kind of more like theory or proof based. So that's good
Okay.
if you just want to teach. But for me, seeing math in action, like, you get students a lot are like, oh, why'd you major in math? Like, I don't like math. Why is math important? And just seeing it like really helping, like, make the world a better place was just so, so cool to me. So I was like, all right, if I want to teach someday, like, let me get experience in the real world, and then I can go back and tell my students like all the exciting stuff that I work on. It's like if you study math, and you keep up with your math studies, then you could be doing some really, really neat things like flight modeling and simulation, like safety analyses, risk analyses. And so applied math was my background. And then I got a job at Northrop Grumman, working in aerospace.
Okay.
And I went MITRE for a few years, for about 5 years. And then I landed here at the FAA. So it just, I never would have thought, like when I was in college, that I would ever be working for the FAA, but I am so glad I'm here.
That's really neat. Um, when you came over to the FAA and you said you were already interested in some aerospace stuff, like why drones? What brought you to UAS in particular?
Well, that's a very good question, Alina. So I think with drones especially, it was such. I mean, now things are kind of shifting more towards urban air mobility is like the hot new thing. But several years ago, about 7 years ago, drones really were like the hottest new thing in aviation, and we were learning that you can't really apply like some of the legacy methods and rules and you know um to kind of manage them. So it was like this whole new space, and being a mathematician, we're used to kind of dealing with unknown variables. So it was just really exciting to work on that. And then finding out all the, like you mentioned earlier, the drones for good, all the really good use cases of drones. I really wanted to be part of like helping support the integration so that drones really could be used, by more people and help make the world, a better and safer place.
I love that. And honestly, that's what all of us at AUS really want, right? Safety and drones for good, right?
Yeah.
Both here to stay and also here to help people. Um, Thank you so much, Erin. I really appreciate your time today. Have a
Wait,
great
thank you.
day.
Thank you, Alina. You as well.